Bortle here. What's up, Joseph? What you do today, man?
Today? Nothing.
Oh, last week.
Last weekend, I won another case tournament. It was a smaller one. It was just for the 10s, but
Hold up. This is back to back to back.
supposedly, yeah.
Let's go. What deck, man?
We played a completely new different deck today. It's a Runick Spright.
Runick Spright. Why'd you mix it up, man?
I don't know. I feel like Tier is obviously insane and probably the best deck, but we're going to switch it up. Like, the playstyle of this deck is completely different. It's completely 180. Control the game, get in your battle phase, so.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up. Keeping the game fresh while we wait for the ban list. My goodness.
Yep.
Any shots before we begin?
Yeah, shout out to Epic Cards and Games, obviously, sponsor here. Shout out to Team Bortle, and shout out to Alfred Johnson, Opposition Games. Yep, just those three.
All right, well, without further ado, please show us the group, man.
So for the splites, played obviously three starter, best card in the, or best splite card, obviously. 3 blue, 3 jet, and 1 red and 1 pixies. So I didn't play carrot, just because like you don't. This deck doesn't have really an issue with the back row because of destruction, but I chose to play pixies over it because protecting your battle phase is pretty important, or like protecting your elf and stuff. With this card is like really important in this style of deck where you're trying to control as much as possible. So yeah, there's that. The 1 smashers in the main. So for the spy cards, play the 1 Hyperia.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty neat in this deck. You play it because of the Runick cards. Gives you the option to like draw into the Runick cards, like on your opponent's turn and stuff. So yeah. If you open up swap in the spike cards, it gives you something to bring out instead of redundancy. So we play Hyperia. 3 swaps in the Ronin. Swap's the best normal summon. So yeah, definitely play 3 of that. For the Runick cards, play the 1 Fountain. This card's crazy. Draw 3 on your turn, draw 3 on their turn.
Jeez.
I mean, that doesn't happen often, but it's a possibility. For the quick plays, I only used 2 destruction, mainly because I wanted to, keep it as low as possible, deck count. Playing 41, but 2 destruction's fine. You could add the 3rd one and just play 42. It's not that big of a difference, honestly. 3 freezing curses. This is the one that negates an effect monster on your opponent's controls. It's probably the best one against Tier Element. It's my favorite one. It's the one I prioritize searching, mainly because of the Tier matchup. Yeah, and these are all like extenders too, so they work well with the Spright cards. This one destroys a special summon monster. This card has a lot of cool synergies with the side deck I'll show you later. Yeah, and then obviously Tip. Tip searches all of them.
Not just the tip. Nice.
Yeah. Nice joke. Yeah. This searches Fountain, which I didn't know in the first tournament I played with this deck, which is the game changer if you just search Fountain and then, yeah, holy crap.
Wow.
So we decided to play hand traps because you can draw into them with the Runick cards, so play 3 nibs. Yeah, it's just high impact. And then play 3 Veilers, 3 Crows with this, and then 3 Imperms. So yeah, Veiler and Imperm, obviously a combo with Nibiru, and DD Crow is just insane versus Tiers.
Did you ever regret maining the Nibiru?
Say what?
Did you ever regret maining this?
No, I mean, it was dead a lot against Splight, but I think just having it for Tiers is important.
Okay.
Yeah, and these cards are really good to draw off of, your Runick cards, so that's about it to say about the hand traps.
Sweet, and that's 41 cards, folks.
41, yeah. For the extra deck, 2 gigantic Sprites. Play 2 because of the grind. This is a really grindy deck, so you definitely want the second one. And then Toad. So for my list, this is probably what is different from like a lot of people. This is the only XCs I play. Some people play like the Soul Super and the Zeus package and stuff, but try to like control the game with like my Link monsters mainly. So yeah, just these for Links, and then 3 Elf. Don't play any less than Elf. Sometimes try to play 5 elves if you could.
Oh man.
Yeah. Just trying to grind the game, and you don't have your battle phase, so you just need as much grind as possible. So 3 elf necessary. Play dark, IP. IP is important because something. This card. It's like the win condition. It's like a sub win condition in this deck. A lot of decks don't have outside Avermax, so you go like elf IP. Like honestly, sometimes you'll like go out of your way depending on the hand. Like if you open up like 2 hand traps, a Runick card, you'll like go elf IP and then gigantic into Hyperia to draw, and then you'll instead of going to Toad, you'll go into IP, and then you go into this. So yeah, I mean you can forego Toad in that situation because no matter your draw, you're either drawing another hand trap or a Runick card. So you just Hyperia gives you options, and then yeah, you go into this. Like I said, a lot of decks don't have outs, and you're not in your battle phase. So like having like a Tower-esque card option in the extra deck is pretty insane. So yeah.
Assuming you don't run the bomber.
There's no bomber now. This is kind of like our bomber.
Okay.
Yeah, you just like pop cards in the end phase, kind of like pick away at their stuff, and you can trigger the second effect with the free one of the Runick cards that pops. I don't know the name of it. The yellow one. But yeah. So yeah, Cerberus and Unicorn. It's out monsters.
Yeah.
So I meant like by controlling the game with the link monsters instead of the Zeus package. The Zeus hardly comes up because you can't in your battle phase, so it's not worth playing. For like fusions, there's only 3 I play. Is 2 Huggin, and then this guy. This guy can add back the field spell, which is the main reason why it's there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what it does. Okay. Also, if this is the one that you like crash and then pop a card. So like this one makes it to where all your Runick cards guarantee like a response from your opponent by going to battle phase, play a Runick spell, and then try to crash into it and like pop something. Hopefully that's what it does. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. For the extra or side deck, so we have more hand traps, 3 bills. It's very good against tier element. Just wanted like more cards to side in, like the list that play Eradicator. You kind of want to take out some of the spells for I don't know. This is what I chose to put in over some of the spells, just to like try to hedge against Eradicator a little more. And then also Mourner. This is what I was talking about earlier about the synergy in the side deck with like one of the spells. So like when it gets close to time, you can mortar them and then like force the burn with flashing fire. So when it pops monster, so it's pretty neat. That's why I like Mourner in this list. For background, maybe we'll play 3 Cyclones, and also decided to side in the 2nd and 3rd Smashers because I feel like banishing spells and traps are really important, such as like in the mirror, hitting the fountain is pretty nice. Or like a Runick version, or like against Eldritch, banishing the Eldritch traps pretty nice. Yeah, and these are just searchable, so it's like it's just better.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the last, this is what I use. Instead of like, okay, so you play Summon Limit, because instead of like D-Barrier or like DDG or like turn skip cards or like Droll, this is gonna like hit them like, for multiple turns, Instead of the turn skip cards, since you're skipping your battle phase, it's really important to be able to like, stop them for multiple turns.
Hey.
Yeah. And then obviously the time card.
Insane.
Yep.
Man, beautiful explanation, Joseph. And congratulations on winning back-to-back case tournaments.
Yep.
My goodness. And that's going to be it until we wait for the ban list, guys. Bortle out.